going on. Okay? So we did it. We lasted the whole shift. I've been trying to remember to log off of my computer when I leave my station. If I'm responsible for my work, right, and what goes on under my password, then I don't feel comfortable, leaving my password open on my station anymore. No, I don't. Maybe at one time I felt okay with it, but I'd rather rebuild, my per hour pig than to leave my station open. That's how serious I'm taking this. So I'm glad that I did, because I had logged out to go to the restroom, and a guy named Jason, I don't know who he is, he's not my manager, and so he decided to remove me from my station. So I went to my PA and I asked her, I said, did you remove me from my station? And she said, oh no. And she was like, well, let me take a look and see who actually removed you from your station. And she found out it was Jason, and she asked me, she said, have you done pig, or are you involved in pig? I said, no, I've never picked in this department, in this warehouse. I mean, I've never counted, is what she said. I've never counted in this warehouse, right? So that brought her curiosity to say, we're going to find out why he removed you from the station if, you're not trained to count, and there was no reason for him to even touch my account. So I feel really good about that. Like, yes, we did it, right? I'm bringing the attention to how, Amnesty and apparently ICQA, which is the count area, are sabotaging people, I guess, for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter, right? You can even say overzealous in their position. Okay? So I felt really good about that, right? Because sometimes I'll go to the bathroom, and if I take more than 10 minutes, like each time I went to the bathroom, this time I'm telling you, there were people in there and there was a line. I was like, oh shit, so I'm having to go down to another floor to use the bathroom. Yeah. Or stand in line. So that's another reason why, I don't feel comfortable just leaving my station open. It just doesn't make sense to do that. Because I don't want them coming back and telling me, well, I don't know exactly how long, you were gone to go to the bathroom. Well, I'm going to know how long I went to go to the bathroom because I logged out. Okay? We're not going to play any games here. So then I'm sitting up here trying to figure out, why these men are trying to weaponize their wands upon other people. And so, corrective actions have been taken in that regard. There is going to be a lot of impotency, and there are going to be men out here that are going to be uniques. They are going to see exactly what it feels like just to work every day. No sex. Right? And they will not be given that privilege back until they stop weaponizing their woman. Okay? Because they really did think it was cute to go around here, forcing themselves upon people or being abusive, just so they can have, intercourse. So I think that's, a better step than, jumping to the firstborn males. That will come next if they choose to be defiant even as a unique. Okay? So yeah, we have several things in the plan. And it's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. I still remember hearing them state over their dead body, and it just might come to that. It just might. Okay? So it is what it is, and it will be what it will be. Okay? Anyway, I had left my lunch in the car this morning. Yes, I left it in the car. So I was like, well, let me buy me some snacks, in case I need, an energy boost before break time. And bought me a couple of payday candy bars. Because they bought up all of the protein bars that they had, in the second break room. And that blew my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, even the protein drinks was gone. And I was like, ugh. The closest I can come to something with some, with some high grade protein is the payday bars. But I had left my hat in the car, so I was like, let me just run out there to the car. I wasn't parked too far from the door, so I ran out, grabbed my lunch, grabbed my hat, and went back to my station. Then there was a station issue even before that, this morning, right? This morning, my station was reassigned to somebody else. So that happened to me twice today, where somebody reassigned my station twice. Okay? So I didn't like that, but I was cool with that because the station that they had me on, somebody had untied the fan, and I was trying to get the fan, I was trying to fasten up the fan to where it would flow into the station. And so yeah, yeah. So that happened twice. I did, eat my lunch. I chopped up the hot leg, put it in the beans, and it was delicious. It wasn't as filling as I wanted it to be because I didn't eat the whole hot leg, which, I probably should have, right? But then I saved the rest of the beans for tomorrow because I have to go back tomorrow. And then the second lunch, they had some Greek yogurt in the one of the break rooms, and I think it was like $3.75 with tax. Right, so I had me a Greek yogurt and some of my snack nuts mixed in it. Right, some pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and some dates and cran raisin. I told you I doctor up everything, right? And it was good. It was really good. I really don't mind, the extra calories, when I'm burning up so many calories. I'm pretty, if I remember right, I did hit about 400, and then, a lot of malfunctions were happening, mainly rack lights, a couple of times. I don't know, what would take for those guys to have to go out there on the floor without an andon being created, but they do. And why do I say without an andon being created? Because I was in the very first station. Okay? So there would be nobody in front of me and only just someone behind me. And because of that, it just made me wonder, well, who created the andon where they had to enter in front of me, go out onto the floor? I'm gonna keep my eye open on them because they should really know that I'm watching them like a hawk. Anyway, and here's another thing that I peeped, right? After after an email was sent to ask why did you take Cherie off her station, these two guys, not in the pick department, came up and was having a conversation right behind me. Okay, so of course, I knew I had to rebuke some demons, Yes, I did. I did it. I had to rebuke their demons and transmute any energies that they were able to throw at me. And so, yeah, it ended up, I ended up, on a high note. And I could, how you can tell when people just can't stand you? I be feeling that in that warehouse. I'm like, these people, they can't stand me. Not everybody. It's never everybody. But it's definitely Amnesty. And it surprised me that ICQA is also involved. So when I was leaving, I asked this lady, who used to be, working on our side of the building. I asked her, because she worked at ICQA. I asked her, I said, hey, did you transfer departments? She was like, no, what do you mean? I said, well, I normally, you work in ICQA, right? She said, yes. And I said, but normally, you're over there working on our side. And she was like, no, I'm still with ICQA. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah. Also, I did place an order this morning, and it's supposed to be at the house. They were supposed to have delivered it today. Okay? So I'm gonna be excited to wear my new watch. And at least I'll wear it tomorrow. Because, I guess it's going to have to charge tonight. Unless they charged it and then sent it to me. But yeah, I am happy about that. That's another reason why I was like, well, even though I got some PTO, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay. Because I got purchases to pay for. Also, the bras that I had purchased, they're supposed to have been delivered into my mailbox. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I was pretty warm in these thermals, right? Because like I said, they keep it warm in a warehouse anyway. But because these thermals breathe, right? Unlike the polyester thermals that I had, they don't. So I did not get too heated while working. But I did have to take off my jackets. Yes. So when I get home for my snack, I'm not sure. I'll probably have me a small salad and then some chocolate pudding. Right? I want both. I do. I want both. So because I want both, maybe I'll just, cut down the portion size. And I qualify that with a big maybe. Yeah. So that's the plan. And we'll have to do another early start tomorrow.